Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the McMurdo Maniacs Math Network. Today we're going to continue talking about multiplying fractions and fractions in whole numbers, but today we're going to use the standard algorithm. It's important, muy importante, that you understand how to do it and why it's done the way I am showing you.
Okay.
So first off, if I take, let's look at this problem. Let's look at this problem as we think. We're going to use our brains a little bit, so hopefully you brought them. If not, get them out of your desk and put them in. Okay, every one of you is getting something out of your desk and putting it in. Keep your brains handy. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. All right, so now I'm going to ask my friend Tatum.
Oh, come on!
Tatum, if I multiply, well, first of all, Tatum, of and multiplication means the same thing in this format, right? Thank you for telling me that, Tatum. Now, Tatum, when I multiply 2/3 times 5, is my answer going to be less than or greater than 5?
Less than.
Can you explain to me why it will be less than 5?
Because you're multiplying 5 by something less than 1.
Good. I am multiplying by less than 1. If I were multiplying 5 times 1, it would equal 5. But I'm multiplying by less than 1. 2/3 is less than 1. If you have 2/3 of a pan of brownies, you have less than 1 whole pan of brownies. And you better bring me the rest. I'm not kidding with you people.
Unless you're going to give me a fact.
Ethan, does it have to do with this problem?
Yes.
Okay, Ethan, help me out here.
The answer to the...
Don't tell me the answer,
Okay.
because I got to show the steps. But, Ethan, since you had your hand up...
It's 2/15 is the answer.
No. Ethan, since you had your hand up...
Okay.
When we multiply fractions, so if I said 2/3 times 4/6, I multiply numerator times numerator. So 2 times 4, which is 8.
Yeah.
Denominator times denominator. So 3 times 6, which is 18. And then I'd simplify it, dividing by 2, and I get 4/9. Now in this case, we don't appear, the number 5 does not appear to have a numerator and denominator. It appears to be a whole number. Therefore, I can't multiply my numerator times my numerator, my denominator times my denominator. So, Jake, are you awake? And at the lake, do you like snake?
Stop passing. No.
Stop
Okay.
laughing. All right, so Jake.
You are.
Peanut gallery, please be quiet and pay attention. So Jake, I need to do something to 5 to make it have a numerator and denominator, but I don't want to change the value. So please, Jake the Snake Leverett, please tell me how to change that so that it has a numerator and denominator without changing the value. Here's a hint, Jake. We did this exact problem and we talked about it about 3 minutes ago. What did we say when we're trying to change a whole number into a fraction without changing the... Good! 5/1. So now I have 2/3 times 5/1. Now why does that work, you ask me? No, okay, I didn't hear you. Why does that work, you ask me?
I don't know. Why does it work?
Why does that work? Thank you.
Why does it work? Tell me.
Thank you. Why does it work? Because, as I told you, 37 years ago, a fraction is a division problem. Mia. Usually when I yell, when I say the name Mia, I say stop hitting your sister. So if I accidentally say Mia, stop hitting your sister, that's why.
It's Mia, stop hitting your brother.
But also I'm going to tell you, my Mia is mad when she read that card you gave us, with the gift you gave us. Thank you. And because she wants to be the only Mia. So she was a little disappointed. Okay. Now, Mia, what kind of fraction is 5 over 1?
Improper.
Improper fraction. And Mia, Ethan, shh. Mia, how do you fix an improper fraction? Remember we got that foldable in there, talking about improper fractions, mixed numbers.
I know this one.
Good. You divide it. 5 over 1 is an improper fraction. It is the same, and I mean the same, as 5. So if you take an improper fraction, it's the same as saying 5 divided by 1. I have told you that. Yes, you have. I have told you that. See, now, this is for just a few specific people that will understand this. Kayla over there asked me how I do those voices, and I said, man, I'm like Rich Little. And the class said, who's Rich Little? Anyway,
One person said
so, all right. So, improper fraction, Mia told me that this is the same as saying 5 divided by 1, because that's how we change an improper fraction, the numerator divided by the denominator. And 5 divided by 1 equals 5. So what if I had 8 thirds? Well, it would be 8 divided by 3, which would 2, 6, subtract, and you get 2, remainder 2, or 2 and 2 thirds. So it's the exact same way that you've done in the past, that you have notes on, in case you have a test over this, and you have to find and change your answer to a mixed number. Now you remember how, and you could always use your notes. I did not write it in my table of contents, so I can never find anything. You should have told us to write down our table of contents.
Yeah.
I should have. Oh, wait, I did!
Oh, gasp!
I mean, every time, Kristen, every time I say, put this in your table of contents. And you know what? Every time I walk around the room and people don't have anything in their table of contents.
I do.
I'll go like, how many do you have in your table? I have 3 things in my table of contents.
I have 10 things.
They're knotheads, those people. You're not a knothead, Kristen. They are. All right, so then, as I've said, multiply numerator times numerator. Kayla, numerator times numerator. So what's my new numerator? New. Numerator times numerator is? 2 times 5 is? 10. Denominator times denominator? 3. What kind of fraction is that, Kayla? Improper. How do I fix an improper fraction, Kayla? Good. I divide my numerator divided by my denominator. Some people who aren't nearly as mature as I am like to say the top dog gets the house. I don't like to say that, but maybe if that helps you, saying the top dog gets the house. That way you know which the numerator goes inside because it's on the top, and it likes to poop. I mean, it's on the top. No, Mia.
I know the answer.
Okay, Mia. Please know the answer quietly. Kayla, how many times does 3 go into 10? 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. We subtract, we get 1. So we have 3, remainder 1. We end up with 3 and 1/3. 3 and 1/3.
I figured out.
Okay, so fairly easy.
You just said a decimal.
Huh?
3 and 1/3.
I didn't say a decimal.
1/3.
That's a fraction, 1/3.
I know, but if you...
I could turn 1/3 into a decimal.
Yeah.
He said 3.infinity 3s.
3 and 1/3. Okay, whatever. Stop arguing with me. Let's try one. Let's try 3/5 times 10. Times 10 using the standard algorithm. Using the standard algorithm. Nathan, tell me what I do first.
1 over 10.
No, not 1 over 10. 10 over 1. So I'm going to rewrite this. 3/5 times 10. 10 over 1 equals 10. We've already proven that. For those of you that were awake and not climbing on the floor or yelling out while I was talking. I have one of the 7 dwarfs in here because Gunnar said he's sleepy. And I have a lot. Several of you are dopey, so you're the other, one of the other dwarfs.
I'm happy.
It is I,
I'm
dopey.
ugly.
It is I, dopey. It is I, dopey.
All right, so Nathan, numerator times numerator, I get
5.
that's my denominator. Good. 30. What kind of fraction is that? Improper fraction. How do I change an improper fraction? Divide. 30 divided by 5. Ethan, I'd really love for you to watch. 30 divided by 5. Nathan, how many times does 5 go into 30? 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. So wait a minute, I don't have a remainder. So what does that mean my answer is? Just 6. Don't put 6 and 0/5 because that's ridiculous. Because you wouldn't say, hey, yo, I have 6 and 0/5 dollars.
Well,
You don't have 6 and 0/5 dollars.
Dad can do
You would just say, I have $6. Otherwise, the lady at the store would be like, what is this moron talking about? Let's work one more before I give you some to practice on your own. No. No.
Do you have to do that?
6 multiplied by 4/9. Oh, who should I call on now? Somebody that is ugly. Good. Logan, thank you for having your hand up.
Good job, Logan.
I mean, you had your hand up, so I thought you wanted... No? Okay, someone who's not ugly. Logan,
I'm not ugly.
No.
how do I rewrite this? Quietly, please.
4/9 times 6 over 1.
4/9 times 6 over 1. And my new numerator, 24. And my new denominator, 9. Everybody with me? Because I don't want to hear whining and see snot bubbles here in a few minutes.
Wine, stop.
Now, Logan, what kind of fraction is that?
Improper.
Improper. Logan, how do I fix an improper fraction? Divide. 24 divided by 9. Logan, how many times does 9 go into 24? 2. 2 times 9 is 18. 24 subtract 18 is 6. So I have 2 remainder 6 or 2 and 6/9. Good job, right? No, it's wrong. It is wrong. Natalie, why is it wrong? I need to simplify. 6/9 can be simplified. I just have to find the greatest common factor for 6 and 9. 1 and 6, 2 and 3, 1 and 9, 3 and 3. So I look, those are all my factors of 6 and all my factors of 9. Natalie, what is the greatest common factor? 3. 3 is the biggest number that shows up into both of those. That means I take my greatest common factor, which is 3, and I divide both 6 and 9 by 3. So I divide this by 3 and this by 3. Natalie, 6 divided by 3 is 2. 9 divided by 3 is 3. So my answer is 2 and 2/3. What kind of number is that, Natalie? Say mixed number. Mixed number, very good, because it has a whole number and parts of another number.
Or 2.
Are there questions? Awesome. Boom! Shakalaka! Peace out! God bless! Love ya! Do something kind!